I believe we should be good to go. All right. So as usual, we go for the mic test. All right, Miss Pocky, if you wouldn't mind saying a few things so we can get today rolling.
Hi, my name is Pocky. Let's see something. I
Yeah,
am a Pokemon content creator. I focus on Pokemon challenges. I also like variety games such as Nintendo.
yeah, yeah,
And yeah.
yeah. We could talk more about yourself when we get to that point in the game.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, but also just to give her, mic sounds good on both sides. Okay, no one's overlapping, so that sounds good. Also, just to give everyone a little heads up as to what's going on over here, Pocky's not at her PC right now, so we compromised with using the preview of her Spinda model along with her logo. So if anybody's wondering what's going on with that, there you go. And I decided to kind of mash up my previous looks and go with a semi-formal slash I'll wear whatever the hell I want look. Yeah, you see, Pocky sees my backup camera over here, but you guys get the main camera here. But all right, are you ready to go?
I am.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all the fellow PokeNERDS of the world, welcome back to the PokeNERDS Incorporated podcast, a Pokemon exclusive podcast just for us PokeNERDS to sit down, relax, and get to know other fellow Pokemon content creators in the Pokemon community. I am your host, your man Spence from the Poke Network. And ladies and gentlemen, the return guest is a special guest because she is the second VTuber to be featured on this show and is also one woman I know that loves to test her patience, her skills, and her sanity in numerous types of challenge runs. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show Miss Sweet Pocky Fluff. So first off, Pocky, I would love to thank you so much for taking part in the show because it has been 6 months since the last show because I haven't been able to do the show because I've been on hiatus. So it's nice to be back for it is nice to be back to continue season 3, and it's nice to finally get to know you face to face or virtual face to face. So thank you so much for taking the time. Pocky? Pocky, are you okay? We seem to be having some technical difficulties. I'm not sure if it's my end or on her end. So please bear with us for a moment, guys. Something's happening.
Okay, there.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I just went off like cellular data right now. But I'm here.
Can everybody still hear Pocky? Can everyone still hear her?
I hope so. I think they should. Wait, can you Oh, okay. There we
Okay,
go.
okay, they hear her now. Yeah, and also, for some bloody reason, I keep having some KBS. For some bloody reason, I'm still having KBS issues, so I know I gotta make sure I gotta make sure I call my internet provider regarding this because I'm getting really sick of this. Nearly every stream I've had since I've been back, I've been having countless frame drops.
I've noticed that too.
Wait, for you or for me?
For you.
Yeah. So yeah, I do apologize for frame drops, guys. I'm not. My internet signal is being absolute caca poo poo, and yeah, I'm really sorry. Uh, so yeah, let's see if we can get this interview underway so we can continue on with our lovely lives.
Yeah, I like this interview already.
All right. So the first thing for each podcast is a basic intro between both creators where you introduce yourself, explain what types of content you produce, and a retrospective of your Twitch journey, where you started, how did you get into it, and where you are now. So Pocky, you got the floor.
So basically, hi, I'm Pocky. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. That's Pokemon Challenges streamer. I like testing myself in Nuzlocke, as said from before. I started my Twitch journey in April 2023. I was not a viewer before then, but I just wanted to start streaming and meet new people with like-minded stuff and meet new friends. And honestly, like the Pokemon community, the VTuber community, every community I've been in has been so kind so far. I have nothing bad to say about it. And I was at TwitchCon last year and this year was better than the last.
Yeah, I saw. I'm not really Twitter oriented these days, but I did see that you were at TwitchCon. So
Oh
we'll
yeah.
but yeah, we'll definitely talk more about that later on because it'll be like.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, that actually begs a question. Like, were you more of a YouTube watcher or a YouTube watcher before you started streaming? Because I'm in a similar boat. I never really watched Twitch, but I wanted to stream. So, what really got you into it?
I think I was more of a YouTube watcher, and to be honest, I think what got me into it was I've always wanted to start it, but I was too scared to start it until one day I was like, I'm just gonna do it. It seems like fun. I want to stream Pokemon games and I can make random conversations during streams too. So that helps me out a lot. Good at saying random things out of nowhere.
I'm in the exact same boat. I could just say anything random, and people either respond or don't. So it's like, what are we gonna do?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think that's a very important thing to have as a content creator, being able to say things on stream even if they're random.
Yeah, I fully agree with you on that one, Pocky. I completely agree.
Yeah, I've even had somebody telling me that I'm good at commentary on stream, and I'm like, really? Me? I don't know. I'm just being myself.
I've been told I would probably work since I got back. I've been told I could probably work out as a voice actor. So it's like, what am I gonna do? I don't have the buku bucks to invest in starting as a voice actor.
I could actually see that. You have the energy too.
But also, I could change my voice on the fly. I mean, I can go from something like this to something like this to an all highly body like that. I don't know. I mean, yeah, Smash. I really haven't been in Pocky's chat much, but when I have seen from her stream,
yeah,
she is.
good.
But yeah, she is very good.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to remember how I met you. Was it through Anate? I think it was.
Was it through what?
Anate? Dylan? I know I met you through someone a while ago. It was
Yeah.
through a raid.
Yeah, I know we met each other through a raid. It's just that man, I'm just drawn. I'm like there's a whole bunch of people I wish I can remember where I met them, but I know them by name, and there's just a lot of people that gone down that rabbit hole.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I met you through a raid. You raided someone and I said hi to you or something. I don't remember, but I think that's what happened.
Yeah, I think that's what happened too. But hey, all that matters is that we're acquainted with each other. That's
True.
that's the best part.
True, it is.
Okay. So, for people who are here to see Pocky who don't know me, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Spence, and this is the Poké Network. And yes, I like to put emphasis on the "the." I am a variety Pokemon streamer that specializes in shiny hunting and challenge runs. I also dabble in roguelikes like Hades, basically only Hades. But this is actually my first month back after a 6-month hiatus after taking care of my mental health and some other stuff that happened behind the scenes. But what got me into streaming in the first place was basically I was just like in the same boat Pocky's in. I was a YouTube watcher that really wanted to start streaming. So Twitch was my only outlet. Like when I went into Twitch, no one knew who I was. Not as a viewer, not as a streamer, not as a nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I was completely green coming into Twitch. So, but why I wanted to stream Pokemon was that Pokemon's always been my lifeblood ever since I was a kid. So it was basically the only thing I wanted to stream. So after I invested some money into my starter PC and my rinky-dink one monitor setup, I started streaming, and the rest is history, because I've updated my setup, I created some OCs, I'm doing continued series, and it's just it's been a wild ride. It hasn't been the smoothest ride, but it has been a good ride. And I gotta say that regardless of how long I've been away, everyone was loving and accepting for me coming back. So it's a really good feeling.
Mm-hmm.
The second you said your video like kind of like did like that pouty face thing. So I thought that was really adorable. Okay. All right. So next on the list is the origin of our channel names. So where in God's green earth did sweetpockyfluff come from?
So basically, I was trying to think of a name for my Twitch, and a friend helped me. I mentioned that I like Pocky, and I think I was obsessed with Eevee at the time too, and I like a lot of sweets, so that's kind of how it came. And I was like, I kind of like the name sweetpockyfluff. Although I think it's a little bit too long of a name. Maybe I should shorten it to Sweet Pocky, but I don't know. I feel like it's fine with the fluff.
I think it gives you a little je ne sais quoi to your name, to be honest.
It does. I like it, so that's why I don't want to shorten it.
Well, well, I will say, it's not that I don't like Pocky, it's just that I only had Pocky like maybe once in my life, so it's like I've never really had an affinity for Pocky, so I had a feeling the Pocky candy, the Pocky snack was where some of it came from, but I just had to know where sweet and fluff came from.
It did, yeah. Yeah, and honestly, I think the fluff part still fits. I'll just leave it like that for now.
Well, you are a nice little VTuber model, so I guess fluff may constitute to that.
True, thank you.
All right, well, you actually probably don't know this, but the Poké Network isn't actually my original channel name.
Oh, what is it?
My original username was Poké Network.
Oh, then why the change?
Allow me to explain. So, when I wanted to create my Twitch channel, I knew I wanted to have Poké in my username, so so people would identify me as a Pokemon person. So Poké is where that came from. Network is from my college days, because in college I used to do a lot of group projects and I networked with a lot of people, so Poké Network was there. So I wanted to go by just Poké Network, but unfortunately it was taken by some random inactive account, so I had to think of something else. And the S is solely because S is my first initial, because Spencer is my legal name, so I put S in front of there. But the problem is Twitch doesn't allow you to use hyphens in your usernames, and I don't like using underscores. So I had to put S and P together in the username. And God knows how much chaos that thing caused, because you will not believe how many people, whether they were Pokemon streamers or not, mispronounced my name.
The Poké Network. That's what it sounds like.
No, like Poké Network. Because S was right next to the P, people thought I was spoke, S-poke, S-pokey. So just so many mispronunciations. So in 2022, I was like, no, 2023, I was like, enough is enough. So I dropped the S, put the V, and that's how that came into play. Oh crap.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Yeah, so that's how that came into play. I still get crap about it from people who I still get crap from people who know my original username, so it's like will you shut up?
Everything's okay?
Yeah, everything's fine. Yeah, still my KBS is still stupid. I know what it is. It's my download speed. Like my upload speeds are perfectly fine, but my download speed is what is like my Achilles heel.
The frame drops can be a pain.
I know they are, and again, everybody, I do apologize for it because my like I said, I know what it is. It's my download speeds. They're being poo 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 poo. They're being really crap. Also, I don't know if you have something to drink nearby, but we gotta hydrate.
I have water.
All right, good. I have water too. So yeah, I'll make sure to contact my internet provider on Monday to discuss this in length.
Good idea. You probably should. I mean, I hope you're not using Cox.
Unfortunately, I have Xfinity.
Not as bad as Cox, but still.
Yeah, but this will be like the umpteenth time I've called them about my download speeds, and they can't blame the hurricane for this, and they can't blame the hurricane revival either. I don't think they can.
Luckily, I don't have to deal with hurricanes here, but I have to deal with earthquakes.
Yeah, the joys of living in different areas of the world.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, now that we got the formalities out of the way, why don't we actually dive into what makes us pokeNERDS? So, Pocky, is Spinda your favorite Pokemon, or is it this just for show?
I like Spinda. It's actually one of my favorites. I also like Spiel too. There was another one in Generation 3. I guess I don't remember it because it's not as important. But I like Politoed. But Spinda's my favorite.
So, any particular reason, or is it just like the design factor of it?
I like the design and I like the personality, how it's just a little derpy guy and how like it just wants to have fun.
I remember fondly in the Pokemon anime how Brock always somehow got his hands on that Spinda with the broken heart spot on his head, and it's just like I just kept laughing my butt off.
Oh my god, Brock was funny.
Oh yeah, Brock was my gem. He was my favorite character in the whole series.
Yeah, same here. I love Brock. I don't remember the Spinda episode. Maybe I have to rewatch it.
It's in the advanced era, but I always love Brock's like his gag of the ear pulling, and it's like let go of my ear.
It's funny. I miss him in anime. Oh well.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, well, for those of you that don't know already, my favorite Pokemon is Obstagoon.
Why Obstagoon?
There's a variety of reasons. Well, the first thing is that I'm a huge fan of rock and roll, so the fact that it's themed off of Gene Simmons gives it automatically a plus in my book. Design alone bumped it into my top 10 without even knowing much about it, other than the fact that it's a normal dark type with an absolutely killer design.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest reason as to why it's become my favorite is because when I decided to start streaming, I knew I wanted a Pokemon mascot, so I knew I wanted to use Darkrai, which was my favorite, but unfortunately, Patters was kind of using it as like a co-mascot, so I was like, I need something unique. So Obstagoon was not being used by anybody to my knowledge, so I decided to roll with it, and after using it in the games as well, it is such an absolute powerhouse, and just again, just design factor alone just makes it absolutely insane. So it's like yeah, Darkrai is my favorite of all time, and it probably will be for a long time. To so that actually let's see, in 15 days I am gonna start an Obstagoon half sleeve tattoo on my left arm, my right arm.
Obstagoon has a good shiny. I was like looking at its shiny just now.
Yeah. They love to. Everyone loves to call Linoon toothpaste, but I call. Yeah, I call Obstagoon the red, white, and blue demon.
But
Which
that's
is my
cool that you're getting a tattoo for it.
Yeah, it'll be my first Pokemon tattoo, so it's gonna be a cool thing. And ironically, Demon is also my cat's name. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. All right. So, Pocky, what is your favorite shiny Pokemon and why?
Oh, I do like shiny Psyduck because it's blue to memory and I love blue, and Psyduck is also a derpy guy.
Blue
Spinda has a good
Ducky.
shiny too. Yeah, I remember the shiny being blue. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Spinda is also really derpy and cute and funny. And especially Misty's Psyduck. That's why I love it so much.
I mean, Zygarde is often referred to as toothpaste. Yeah, but the actually, a Smash. I'll correct myself. Colgate. Colgate specifically is what Shiny Linoon, Galarian Linoon is called. But yeah, when you brought up Psyduck, I was like, oh man, it reminds me of the Red's Revival. A good friend of mine that used to stream. He once found he found a Psyduck, a shiny Psyduck in Legends Arceus, and he just started like making his character duck and then moving around the duck, and he was like doing a dance, and he kept saying blue ducky, blue ducky, blue ducky, blue ducky.
Psyduck is just a little derp. I love Psyduck. It's so funny.
Yeah.
But honestly, I feel like I don't know my shinies that well. That's why Psyduck came to mind because it's cute. I like it.
Yeah, I know you're not primarily a shiny hunter, so there some questions may be skewed, but at the same time, all the more fun.
Like Psyduck is cute, and I'm biased towards it as well.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with being biased towards Pokemon. I mean, heck, my favorite shiny is actually my second favorite Pokemon of all time. But even if it's shot, which I mean, I don't know how you could screw. I mean, there are ways you could screw up this shiny, but thank God they didn't. My favorite shiny is Greninja.
That was also a good one too.
Yeah, I mean, before Greninja came into play, Rayquaza was my favorite shiny of all time because Rayquaza is my favorite legendary. And come on, the Black Dragon, I can't resist. I love black, red, blue shinies, and Greninja puts them all into one because it has red, it has black, it has blue, it even has gray. So it's like, how can I not like this?
My friend actually bought a shiny Rayquaza plush like a few months ago.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
I think it was like $80.
$80? I got a freaking 3 foot tall Greninja plushie on my bed. That was like $100 my sister gave me.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, definitely rating. Gotta love that shiny Ray. Yeah, I'm a Gen 3 baby at heart, so it's like, what am I gonna do?
I like Gen 3 over any other generation, so I agree with you over there.
All right, what about your favorite Pokemon type? Out of the 18 types, which one's your favorite?
This one's actually easy. It's fairy because they're just so pretty, and like it reminds me of me and my personality, I guess, if that makes sense.
I can see that, definitely.
Yeah, and what is a fairy type personality? Like, it's just hard to explain. I would say it's bubbly a little bit,
Oh, you're definitely bubbly. Anyone who's been in your chat for 5 minutes could say that.
What?
I said anyone who's been in your chat for 5 minutes could probably tell that.
Smash says Gen 4 is his favorite.
Hello, people. The birthday minute is here. Oh yeah, I forgot. Castro, it's your birthday today. Everyone in the chat, wish Castro a happy birthday. Happy birthday, my man.
Castro. Happy birthday.
Well, I hold no secret. My favorite type's the dark type.
Interesting. Actually, no, not really. Since you said Rayquaza, not Rayquaza, Darkrai was one of your favorites.
Yeah, my top 5 favorite Pokemon of all time are all dark types. Obstagoon, Greninja, Darkrai, Umbreon, and Hydreigon. Actually, the Hydreigon, Umbreon in that order.
I love Hydreigon.
Yes, I love Hydreigon. It's too bad it's a freaking. It's too bad it's a little weakling, the fairy types. that quad. I hate that. But yeah, I've always felt comfortable with dark types. Their origin stories, and just I love the way they look. They're pretty powerful, and the sheer fact that I've completed nearly pretty much every single Pokemon game region in a dark only Nuzlocke is a testament of itself. Which reminds me again, I need to go back and complete the Omega Ruby Darklock.
You probably should, but honestly, Dark is still weak to Fairy, so is it really that powerful?
Well, I mean, there are some times. Hey, look! If it makes you feel any better, I have defeated so many Pokemon regions with dark types. I only need to complete Johto and Kanto in order to officially call myself the Dark King of the Pokemon world.
You should do it then.
At the rate I'm going right now, I don't have the time. I mean, I'm only streaming on the weekends until I'm still doing self-care. I'm still doing self-care for myself, so I'm only streaming on the weekends till I have more time. That's a spare button. You okay?
Oh yeah, I am. I was gonna say that's fair to do self-care.
Yeah, I'm still doing some. I'm doing still in this mental health program that kind of takes up a lot of my time. So, yeah, but that's not what we're here for today. But yeah, plus also dark type Pokemon also have some pretty damn good shinies. So, bonus points. I actually shine a Darkrai BDSP. Smash, you don't want to get me started on shining hunting Darkrai BDSP. You don't want to get me started.
It is a pretty shiny.
Yeah, but is it worth 20,000 resets?
I meant maybe to a shiny hunter.
Yeah. That's like what I had to go through. Yeah. 20,118 resets and almost 2 years of my life down the drain.
Poor Smash.
Okay. So, Pocky, what would you say is your favorite Pokemon game? Why? And this can include main series and spin-off games.
So there's actually two. I like the Gen 3. I think I like the Emerald because of the Battle Frontier. Just because of that reason. If not, it would be all Gen 3 games. I also like Pokemon Sky too. It's my favorite PMD game.
What? Pokemon what?
Pokemon Sky? PMD Sky?
Oh, Mystery Dungeon.
Oh yeah, the Mystery Dungeon.
I see. I gotcha. That's yeah. But why the Sky in particular?
Well, if I'm being honest, the first Mystery Dungeon games that came out, Red and Blue, like I felt like the dreams were just freaking me out because I felt like Gardevoir was always invading your space. That was just my weird take on it as a kid. Maybe now I would think differently, but Pokemon Sky, I like how it just has the guild thing. Like, yeah, there are dreams at the end, but it's not as bad. But I just love the music too, and the Spin the Cafe.
Spin the Cafe. I had a feeling there's something spin that would come up.
Yeah, and why Pokemon Emerald is my favorite too, or? It's Generation 3 and it has the Battle Frontier, which makes it more fun. I don't remember if they added a difficulty to it, but I think like after you're done with updating the Pokédex for Emerald, you could get a Johto starter. I don't remember that too well though, but I think that was the case.
Yeah. I think Emerald might be one of the few Pokemon games I haven't started and completed yet. I need to do that. Maybe I should do a randomizer in Emerald.
Yeah, Emerald is fun. I would say so.
Yeah, maybe one of these days. Yeah, but I'm kind of focusing on shiny hunting right now until I'm able to go back to stream. During the weekdays as well. So we'll see about that. My opinion on this is where I actually gave you 3 different games based on 3 different categories, but I kind of need to dumb it down to one singular option for main series and spin-offs. So overall, my favorite Pokemon game main series is Black and White 2. Overall.
I never finished that.
You should. It's such a good game. It has one of the best stories. It has the best rival to date. And plus you can get Lucario by the time you hit the second gym. Or you can get a Riolu so early and have a Lucario by the second gym. It's like these games are so good. I'm actually doing an off-screen DTQ and I already have my Growlithe. I'm looking for a freaking Zubat.
Yeah, it does sound like fun. I've always heard good things about Generation 5.
People used to trash talk Gen 5 because it was like kind of like a soft reboot of sorts for the series. But the more the years have gone by, the more people have a more acquired taste. So it's like as you're young, you hate something, but then as you grow older, you acquire a taste for it. That's kind of like how it is with Gen 5. People hate it when they were young, but love it as an adult because it's such a better game, storyline-wise.
Oh, yeah. Without saying my age, when Black and White came out, I was in high school. I remember it was like 2010, and I was like thinking, man, I hate Pokemon. I don't even want to play this, blah, blah, blah. Like, for 3 years, I just hated Pokemon until X and Y came out.
How the wheels have turned. I was in high school too when Black and White came out. But yeah, how the wheels have turned. But yeah, jeez, I'm losing my tongue here. Spin-off games. I love XD Gale of Darkness.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that one. I just never played it.
Yeah, I didn't play it either, but I played it on an emulator, and I loved the entire experience. Even though it was all double battles, it was such an awesome game. I've never had so much fun with a spin-off game before, except for when I was playing Pokemon Ranger. If XD wasn't so cool, I would have said my favorite spin-off game would have been Shadows of Almia.
Interesting.
Indeed. All right. Now's the time of the interview that we go from love to hate. So, do you have any hate in your heart?
Maybe a little bit.
We'll see about that. So, what is your least favorite Pokemon and why?
Ooh, let me think about this. That's a good question. It's
Just
not Magikarp. I love Magikarp.
just just know whatever your choice is, I have to write it. Actually, I better get a second to write this down because I need to record it for a series I'm doing.
This might sound contradiction. Like, I might sound like hypocritical for this, despite wearing an Eevee cosplay at TwitchCon, but I would have to say Eevee because it's like so overused. Like, I feel like that's just hypocritical of me, though. Your face.
I am genuinely shocked right now. I have never, in the 20 plus years I have been a PokeNerd, ever heard somebody say they don't like Eevee.
Oh, look, it's Tom. Oh,
there you are, buddy. Wow, I am genuinely shocked right now. I rarely get genuinely shocked.
I don't think it's my least favorite. Let me look at a list. Pokemon list. What if it's Sylvie on Pokemon? I mean, thinking about it from the top. No, I was gonna say Gibble as a joke.
Gibble as a joke.
I I don't want to say it's Eevee just because it's overused. I still think it's cute. It's just overused a lot. Um, I don't probably Probopass then.
Probopass. You don't like the nose?
I just don't like the hair.
The mustache.
Oh yeah, the mustache. Yeah, it was hard to think of a least favorite Pokemon, and saying Eevee wouldn't be fair.
I mean, everyone has their reasons for hating Pokemon. I mean, for example, my friend Mostly Ghostly Gamers, he says he hates Chingling of all things.
I know him. He's really nice.
Yeah, he's a cool cat.
Yeah, he's very nice.
So Probopass, your final answer?
Yeah, Probopass, not Eevee.
All right. So that means I got to shiny hunt one of those things. You see, what I'm doing is I'm taking a list of every PokeNerd Inc. Podcast guest's least favorite Pokemon, and I'm putting them in a collective list, and I'm going to shiny hunt them all.
What was Tom's?
What do you think? The thing that's on the screen right now, Esper.
Esper. Oh, that's too bad because I like Esper.
Yeah. Yeah, and also the kicker is that I have to nickname it after said guest. So you'll have a shiny Probopass in your future with your name on it.
Oh no!
Literally. Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Oh no!
So, believe it or not, my least favorite Pokemon is a Dark type.
It can't be Umbreon. It can't be Darkrai. Houndoom?
No. I'll give you a hint. It's in Gen 7.
Gen 7. Oh, I don't know my Gen 7s too well. Not by heart.
All right, I'll just go out and say it then. Alolan Persian.
Oh, it's Derpy? Isn't that Gen 6 though?
No, that's Gen 7. It's an Alolan form.
Oh wait, Gen 6 is Kalos. Never mind.
Yeah, I utterly despise Alolan Persian. Not just for its looks. I mean, the sheer fact that the closest thing we got to a dark type gym leader before Piers and Marnie was a thing was Nanu, and his ace was that cat. I mean, come on, give me a mother fluffin' break.
I never really used it, so I can't really say anything.
Me neither. I never used it, but it's the atrocities that it has committed upon my psyche is why I hate it.
But I feel like that one's a common one to hate.
I rarely ever get people telling me, hey, I hate Alolan Persian. Like, when I get people coming on this show, nearly everyone has a unique Pokemon that's not Alolan Persian.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, like I said, it's contradictory to me because I did a dark only Nuzlocke in Ultra Moon, but I didn't use the cat because I hated it so much. But
makes sense.
But you know what doesn't make sense is that I still need to do this because I've been procrastinating to. I need to make a TikTok where I say, like, if this TikTok page gets to 1,000 followers before the end of the year, I will attempt a Alolan Persian only run in Pokemon Moon.
Alolan Persian. I mean, I've heard some Nuzlockers say it's good to use, so we'll just have to see.
I don't know, and I don't care. I just don't. That's the point, Tom. It'd be a pain. It'd be a pain that people want to see happen. But like I said, I'm just procrastinating doing that right now.
Wait, can I change my least favorite Pokemon? I just thought of one. I was like, how did I miss this?
What do you want to change it to?
Drowsy and Hypno.
Drowsy. You don't like them?
I don't. They freaked me out in Generation 3 when you have to rescue Lucy from them.
All right, all right. I'll just put Drowsy on there.
Yeah, Drowsy.
Yeah, those were quite the rinky-dink little shits back in the
I
day.
was like, how did I not say them? How was I like thinking of Eevee and Probopass?
Yeah, yeah, those things definitely got some creep factors in there. All right, what would be your least favorite shiny Pokemon and why?
Pikachu because it's just a shade darker, and Glaceon too.
Immediately, I thought you'd take a second to think about it, but nope, you just brought it up immediately.
Yeah, I meant it was my first shiny that I found randomly, but I just didn't like it.
Well, it makes you feel any better. My first shiny was a Hoppip.
At least that's better than the Pikachu.
Hey, at least you got the Pokemon mascot shiny.
True. Or was the mascot.
Eh, it's still the mascot. They still kept it in the newer anime, so it's still the mascot.
Hmm.
But my least favorite shiny is something that I will never hunt, and I will refuse to hunt it. It's a three-way tie between Charcadet, Armarouge, and Ceruledge.
Oh my god. I thought you were gonna say drowsy for some reason.
Nope. Literally. You see how I am right now?
Hmm.
This is shiny me. No sunglasses. That's the difference. Yeah. They botched some of the coolest Pokemon in recent history because their shinies are so ass. They just changed the eye color. That's it.
I think I've seen a shiny like that before. I just don't remember where.
Uh, but my point being,
Hmm.
they could have done so much more.
They
All they
could
had
have
to,
did
yeah,
it.
yeah, and see, I keep bringing this up because Pokemon are not like they're not they're not digitally created anymore. People design shinies, and whoever thought this was a good idea needs to be fired from Game Freak.
Hmm.
And all they had to do was just make Charcadet a charcoal gray color, and then swap the color palettes of Armarouge and Ceruledge. They would have been some of the coolest shinies ever. But nope, that's not what we got.
Sadly, it isn't.
Yeah, sadly, it is not. All right, what would you say is your least favorite type and why?
Bug? Because you know why? Like Misty, I'm terrified of bugs IRL. So you will see me screaming at a spider before trying to kill it.
Oh my god. Uh, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, I never favored bug types before Gen 7, to be honest.
Yeah,
I mean, because
bug type is bugs.
I love Vikavolt. It's so cool.
Yeah, there are some cool bug types. Some of them are cute, like Caterpie, Butterfree, Beautifly.
Yeah, but the second you see a pincer come into play, it's like,
Heracross is actually cute too. So there are some cute bug Pokemon.
shiny, Heracross. That thing was an egg hurl. I tried to get over, but I did.
Mhm.
Hey, yo, welcome back in Smash.
Uh-oh,
All right,
Smash is back.
All right, and also you're gonna hate me for this, but I hate fairy types.
Oh, why?
Ah, it's just that they broke they. It's not.
They broke the game.
Yeah, they kind of broke the game. They countered dragons, they countered dark, they countered fighting when they didn't need any counters. Well, fighting in dark specifically. Dragons needed a counter, yes, but I didn't want dark to be affected too. Eye Dragon, uh Eye Dragon, Urshifu Single Strike, just Pokemon that are quad weak to fairy types. I can't stand it. And on top of that, there are Pokemon that should not be fairy types to begin with. For example, I bring this up every single time. Snubble and Scramble have no business being fairy types. None at all.
That's a fair point. I get why it's super effective against dragons, but dark and fighting, maybe not. That's what made it too broken.
Yeah, I don't know. But also, one of my previous podcast guests, Tiny Tina, brought this up. The biggest reason it is a fairy type is because it's literally classified as the fairy Pokemon.
Mm. Snubble?
Yeah, Snubble and Gramble, they're literally classified as the fairy Pokemon.
That does not make sense. It looks more like a dog.
I know, but that's been its classification in its Pokédex entry since day one. But yeah. Also, yeah, but also because I hate it because dark type was a thing for multiple years, and when the second we get a fairy type, they get a gym immediately. So it's like, what the everlasting hell?
Oh yeah, like in Gen 6, oh yeah, I did get a gym. And Gen, what was it? 8? I don't remember Gen 9 if it did. I just played that game fast, but I think they did.
Fairy got a gym in Gen 6. They got a totem and a totem and trial captain in Ultra Moon. They got a gym in Gen 8, Team Starbase in Gen 9.
Oh
I
yeah, the
don't,
star base.
yeah, various reasons
Mhm.
why I still can't stand fairy types. No like them, 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 no like them. All right. So, what is your least favorite Pokemon game and why? This can include main series and spin-off.
Hmm. It can't be Let's Go Eevee Pikachu. Those were good. Generation 1. I meant that wouldn't be fair to judge it based on that because those games are old. I just don't like how games keep bringing up Kanto over and over again. But my least favorite would be Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl.
All right, that's a good answer. Yeah, I don't like Ilka. Ilka can eat a fat one.
Elka? I meant I returned my copy of Shining Pearl back to GameStop because I didn't want it.
Well, I got the digital copy, so I can't get those back. I can't get that money back.
Yeah, I just don't want to look at those games.
Is it just the sheer fact that it's basically a copy and paste of Diamond and Pearl with no decent additives or no platinum integrations?
I think it's worse than that. It just looks like a Minecraft game almost with all the chibi characters.
Yes, that as well. I will
But
say,
you
oh, go ahead.
anything. Oh, they did not added anything important.
No, they did not add anything important. Nope.
Hmm.
They tried to spruce that up with the Grand Underground and Ramanas Park, and also making the Elite Four battles like competitively trained Pokemon. But that's just a small portion of the game. You screwed up the
Mm-hmm.
big chunk.
They could have made it a lot better.
Oh hey, Pocky, you got a question. What is your favorite Pokemon movie if you have one?
I like the one. with Hoopa. I like Hoopa. It was so funny, and I like how Hoopa said, "Were you surprised?"
One with Whoopa.
Hoopa,
Hmm.
the Hoopa movie.
Oh, Hoopa. Oh, I thought you said Whoopa.
Hoopa.
Ale Hoopa ring.
Yeah, Hoopa was funny.
Uh, yeah, I didn't. I think I watched a portion of that film. I didn't like it that much.
Mm, That's fair. Cause yeah, Hoopa was like just funny and saying the same things over and over. I think like, were you surprised, Ascon?
I mean, even though it wasn't directed at me, I'll answer that as well. My favorite one's The Rise of Darkrai. It's the biggest reason why Darkrai is one of my favorite Pokemon.
That one's actually a good one too.
Yeah. Do not come here. I just love that. Ugh. But all right. This is also where you're gonna hate me, is because I hate X and Y.
I just like X and Y. I just like X and Y because Gumi's in there.
I see, gotcha. But I got a few reasons why I hate the games. Biggest reason is that the games are way too easy. Way too easy.
Oh, Gotcha's in the chat. I just felt like the game was too long to play.
I didn't think it was too long. I thought it was too easy. But yeah, Gotcha was in season 1 of the show. And hi, Queenie Boo.
Oh,
But yeah, yeah, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, just the fact that the game's made it easy. Mega Evolutions broke the game, and I hate the fact that Diantha is supposed to be the champion of the game, and there's only like 4 times you actually talk to her. It's ridiculous. Gita, you talk to Gita more than you talk to Diantha.
Gita's battle was a joke.
I agree that it was a joke. I agree that it was a joke. Diantha, best champion. Tom, go dig a grave.
My favorite champion, I think it would be the first one because they were an asshole.
I'll go with Cynthia. First female champion, and she was an absolute beast.
Yeah, Cynthia's good.
Yeah, they were good. Now, don't get me wrong. I love some of the Pokemon that were introduced in Gen 6, but the games overall, they were very lacking. So I'm hoping they make up for it with what ZA will bring to the table.
We'll see what happens. I'm not too optimistic about it. I just want to play the game, though.
Yeah, I just want to play the game and see how that goes. All right, so now comes the point in the podcast where I like to ask the guest, what was your very first experience with Pokemon? Like your very first memory you can think of.
Oh, I remember I was like 3 years old. My brother, he was playing Pokemon Yellow on. I think it was on the Nintendo 64. You know how you can turn on the game and then play the game within one of those castle things?
You
He
might
was
that,
doing. I
that
was
kind.
watching it
Oh,
a lot and I enjoyed it and I enjoyed looking at the colors. I enjoyed the cute characters too. But I was only 3 years old and couldn't read. I was just enjoying watching it.
yeah, you said Nintendo 64. That sounds like the Pikachu game for the Nintendo 64. I forgot what name it is.
Pokemon Yellow?
No, that one's for the Game Boy.
The one he was playing on was Pokemon Stadium 1 and he would play Pokemon Yellow on it.
I didn't know that was a
Hey,
thing.
hey you Pikachu maybe?
Yeah, Hey You Pikachu. That's what I was thinking of. Hey You Pikachu. If it was a Pikachu game and it had colors, that sounds exactly like Hey You Pikachu.
I just remembered enjoying it a lot. That was my first memory of it. I tried playing it as a 3-year-old, but I couldn't leave Pallet Town. I don't know why. I was just young. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that was a long time ago.
Hey, It makes you feel. Hey, don't feel old now. I'm already feeling old because of this throwback.
Uh, you're probably like the same age as me, probably, since you mentioned going to high school in 2010.
Yeah, I don't know.
Around.
Yeah, but my first memory is it was with the anime, not the games. I remember watching a 3 episode cassette, watching um, Pokemon Shipwreck, the Isle of Giant Pokemon, and Tentacool and Tentacruel, which, fun fact, is now a banned episode in the United States.
It is. The tentacruel run is because so and so had boobs in it.
No, it was because the Tentacool was destroying a couple of
Oh,
towers,
oh,
and
that now I remember that. It was a reference to 9/11.
yep. So yeah, but I was just very mesmerized by the anime. It was so cool. I never seen anything like this. It was, I guess it was just really cool to me as a kid. I never actually played a game until I held them a Game Boy Advanced, and I played Pokemon Sapphire for the first time. So it's like it started with the anime, then it went into the games, and then the rest is history.
Yeah, I think also I watched anime too, that young too. I remember it well. Like, how can I forget these memories? I'm surprised I still remember.
You and me both. Yeah, you and me both. I mean, I just there's a lot in my psyche that needs to be fixed, but the fact that I remember a lot of Pokemon stuff just it warms my heart.
Same here. I feel like I remember a lot of things, but I don't remember anything from before the age of 3.
I'm surprised I remember anything during the age of 3. We got a question from Try. What was your first ever full shiny? Well, I mentioned it earlier. Mine was a Hoppip in leaf green.
Uh, the one I hunted, I don't think it was Pikachu that counted. The first one I actually full on shiny hunted was Mudkip at over 1.5 eggs.
Hmm. I think that's Masuda odds.
Yeah, it's then yeah, it would be the Pikachu.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry we got such basic answers.
But also I think I remembered as a kid and Pokemon Sapphire, was it? I ran into this purple Mudkip, but I did not know it was shiny. So I guess that counts, but the Pikachu one is what I remember the most.
Well, if you freaking got a purple Mudkip, then that means you got a shiny. So congrats.
I, but I didn't catch it. I just don't remember what I did.
uh, that's where the Tinker starts talking. All right. How about we move on to one of my favorite sections of the show called the emote elaboration? So I know you got some Pokemon related emotes, so why don't you go ahead and share those in the chat and let me see what you got.
You mean my favorite one or anyone?
Just I know you got I know you probably got a bunch of them, so just share as many as you want.
Give me a second. Oh wow, I forgot I had a Cyndaquil one. I have Gumi, Chikorita, Espeon. Yeah, there is a lot.
I don't care for a lot. I mean, you can post, like I said, post as many as you want. You can post them all.
Here,
Oh,
those are
woo.
what I have.
Nice. So yeah, just go ahead and explain some of them and explain why they're there. Like why these are a thing.
The Jirachi one, it would be my favorite mythical, and it's Generation 3. Nidorina, I think one of my mods actually liked Nidorina, and I became obsessed with it. So I was like, why not commission a Nidorina emote? It wasn't Smash, by the way. Cyndaquil, Johto starter, and I think it fits a clown well. Rug Trio, everybody like knows Diglett, so why not do Rug Trio? Spinda for obvious reason. Gumi,
Wait.
favorite dragon type Pokemon in general. And Shiny Spinda 07, that's when I'm dead in a Nuzlocke. Chikorita, I think it's cute. Johto's actually my second favorite generation. Espeon, Panflag, because at the time Espeon was my favorite. Evolution, Emoga. It's Generation 5. I've never played the games, but I just find the design cute. Meryl, I always liked it. And that's it, I think.
Yeah, you definitely got some good ones in there.
Yeah, so do you.
Those aren't mine. Those are Ghosts.
Oh, mostly ghostly. Oh, him. Yeah, but you still have good emotes.
Yeah, I'm loading them up as we speak. Let's see, blah blah blah. Da, 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 na, 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 na. There we go. Yay, all my emotes.
Good.
So
I
yeah,
like the Vulpix one.
which one?
Vulpix.
Yeah, I see. I have kind of a history with the Lowland Vulpix. I've shiny hunted it in every single generation it's available in, and I've gotten it extremely quick. I wanted it to be shiny, but I just went with the regular one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I got Annihilate Monkey because I love to say monkey, and it's my favorite. It's my favorite fighting type. And I absolutely love my Pride Spiritomb. I absolutely love it. It's so cool.
Yeah, the Pride stuff are amazing.
Yeah, I got Zorua Giggle because from the anime I saw it giggling and I was like, huh, that'd be a good emote. Darkrai's my Lurk emo because it lurks in the shadows. Shiny Luck is my Regidrago emo because Regidrago is my first on-screen shiny. I have a lot of Obstagoon themed emotes like Rage, Hype, just regular Obstagoon emote itself. I have a Shiny Greninja as my high emote. GG's because as a Dust Ball capture because for the things. One of my favorite emotes is my Galarian Zigzagoon biting and holding onto a heart. I love that one. I have a Zoroark, Pog. I got. Let's see. One of my. I fell in love with Lantern during an electric only Nuzlocke in Shield, and I just loved Lantern. I got an emo for Sushi.
Lantern is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Nerd.
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 Smash is also a nerd too.
Everyone's a nerd when they're here.
Especially Smash.
But yeah, those are my most those are my Pokemon emotes.
They all look good. They're unique.
Yeah, I try to make them as unique as possible ever since my first batch, which was pretty much all Obstagoon and Demon. So it's like, what am I gonna do now? All right, so before shared experience, before we go to the next topic, I actually want to see if this little segment would work. So you're gonna be kind of like my test run with this portion. So, do you have any Pokemon hot takes?
Hot takes. Ooh, I would have to think about that one. Because remember, I couldn't think about Drowsy or Hypno at first. Like, they completely slipped my mind. But I think that was for a good reason at the time.
I see. Well, I want to see if I can include a hot takes portion into the segments because I just want to see if there's anyone that has a hot take that I can agree with, or if I can or they can get on board with one that I think of. So I actually want to give you guys my hot take. Gita is not the worst champion of all time. It's Diantha.
I remember that.
Yeah, so I was going to bring it up earlier, but I was like, no, I want to save it for my hot takes portion. So the reason why I think Gita is better than Diantha is because she's still in her game. Yes, her champion battle sucks, but so does Diantha's. It's basic. Fossils, a Hawlucha, a Gorgeist, Mega Gardevoir, like, pfft, so be it. At least when you battle Gita in the future, her team is a lot better. Her team is 10 times better, and her King Gambit is her ace, and the Glimmora thing is the starter, so that way Toxic Spikes are released immediately.
I have a hot take, and you're gonna be surprised by this, but are you ready to hear it?
I'm ready.
Cynthia wasn't even that hard of a champion. She really wasn't for me. I remember, like, not even in the Nuzlocke, like, her Pokemon were easy to kill.
Well, to be frank, I know a lot of people struggle with Cynthia. I personally have never had any trouble with Cynthia, but I know why she is feared. So,
And shiny hunting? Well, this is also another hot take, but I like lurking in their streams, but honestly, I could never do it myself because I would get bored easily, and I feel like it's boring in a way almost.
again, that's something I can't, because I am a shiny hunter, I can't fully agree with you, but I can agree with you to an extent.
Because I remember doing it for 2 weeks last year for Pride One, and I just got tired of it.
I hear ya. I mean, people who don't normally shiny hunt, I think with shiny hunting, there's always a level of patience that you have to have. Some people don't have it, some people do. So it's all a matter of patience and how dedicated you are. I mean, that's how I take it, at least.
True.
Silver is a better rival than Gary Oak. I can actually agree with that. I can fully agree on that, Smash.
I agree with that. Silver is more of an asshole, so we like him.
Exactly. He actually kicks you. He physically assaults you at the beginning of the game. All right. Okay, so that might work. So I'm gonna add that to the future. I'm trying to add that to the future shows. So now let's get on to the shared experiences. So this is where we share some of the coolest or strangest moments we have regarding Pokemon. And for the first thing we do is show off some clips. Now normally I have a little screen popped up, and Sweet, or should I say, I have some a separate screen popped up where we can watch some clips through my tab, but Sweet sent me some clips, so we're going to watch them as we go and see if we can get her to explain what the heck's happening here. So all right, so let me play the first one, and we'll see what happens.
Lately a lot, which is good. Come on, Squishy. Oh god, a trainer? Although, this should
Wait, I
be...
think your frames are dropping. Hang
on. Oh my god, Harlequin wreck? Oh my god.
Okay, it should be okay now.
Lately a lot, which is good.
So what is the point of it? What is going on with this clip is my question.
Basically, it's just clowns. One of my mods is named Harlequin, so I was like, oh my god, it's Harlequin, because he likes clowns too.
Oh my god.
Like, I think that was my playthrough of Black and White. I still haven't finished it yet.
I see. I gotcha.
Yeah, I know, it's just silly.
Hey, silliness is always a cool factor. All right, so let me. All right, so let's play number 2 here.
I'm seriously upset about that, and I'm gonna take it out on you.
Yeah, I bet if Harlequin saw this podcast, he would be so confused.
So what's happened? So this clip is basically about a guy complaining about Zubat being confused, and then he confuses you himself, or what?
So that was in a different battle at the Team Rocket place with the Slowpoke tail. So yeah, that just shows my frustration too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just
Zubats can.
thought it was funny.
Yeah, Zubats can definitely be a pain in the ass. I mean, luckily in Gen 5, I'm actually trying to find a shiny one, so wish me best of luck on that one. Okay, here's number 3.
No!
Hold on.
No, 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 no. Please wake up. Please wake up. Please wake up. Please wake up. Please. No! I hope you live. Please live.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
That's
no.
Morty and Gauntlet Gold.
What do I do?
Wow. You. I saw your team right there. You were dead. Oh, man. Wow.
Yeah, it's all Tom's fault.
How's it Tom's fault?
He's just there. He probably wanted Morty to win.
Oh, what the crap? Just blaming the Dragon Tamer out of nowhere. Oh my god. Alright, so now it's gonna look a little bit it's gonna look a little silly here for a moment, so bear with me. Alright, let me get this underway. Okay, so I can't see what's going on in OBS, but let me see if I can share my screen so you
I can see it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna see if I can share it in Discord so that way we can we have a no delay. Alright, can you see it in Discord?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna play it and hopefully you can hear it and everyone else in the chat hears it. Alright, so this is from my Ultrasun Randomizer Nuzlocke, and you'll see what happens. Fully evolved, with all of its stats boosted by 1. Let's see. What is it? What? What was with the cross-legged go-go?
Oh my god.
What is with its what the cross-legged go-go? What was that?
Go-go.
Yeah, it randomized to a go-go, and then it had crossing legs like it was Jesus. Like, what the crap is going on? As you saw, I lost my marbles. That was yeah, like Tri said, it's a god goat. It's a god goat. Yeah, and I'll also note that stupid goat had fusion flare, and it killed my Genesect.
Oh my god, what an asshole.
I know, I kid you not, Pocky. Nearly every time I faced something with that Genesect, it had a fire move because I randomized the movesets. Like, what is up with this game having all fire moves?
To torture us.
Yeah, to torture indeed. All right, this one's a pretty simmer clip, but here's a shiny reaction that I had. So I'm basically notorious as a shiny hunter for Masuda in Sword and Shield, and this is another instance of me being the Yo! Shiny Galarian Ponyta! Yo!
Yeah, it's a pretty shiny
That's why
too.
I'm the Masuda King. You know what? I don't need to keep saying it anymore. Face down, baby. Yeah. I'll have to keep saying it again. I'm the Masuda King of Sword and Shield. My Masuda odds in Sword and Shield are busted because I normally find a shiny within the first 300 eggs.
That's lucky.
I know. Sometimes I get lucky and I find 3 of them in the first 300 eggs. Yeah. Alright, so this clip is actually a very special one because this was my first stream back after my hiatus, and this clip speaks for itself. Going completely old school, as you can see. Don't try that again. Yo! Oh my god! She's selling me! Holy shit! Holy shit! No way! No way! 356! Holy
That's
crap!
very
No
underall.
way! Oh my god! Well, that was the official count for on-screen encounters. I actually did it on and off very seldomly for a few years, but I'm 356. That was insane.
It
wanna know
is insane.
Want to know the craziest part? So off screen, this was during the all right, let me stop the streaming here. All right, so this happened during the Full Odds Showdown last month, and I kid you not, third day, they put a bounty point for mythicals, and I'm like, are you kidding me? I missed out on a bounty point because you guys didn't post it until the next day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I got so pissed, I decided to try and shiny hunt for a second one on my blue 2DS. I swear to Arcus, I swear to God, less than 100 encounters later, I find the second one.
At least you found it.
Yeah, the fact that I found it, it blew my mind. But now, let's you and I talk. So tell me, so you said you went to TwitchCon the year previous, and now a year later. So give us a rundown of how going to TwitchCon as a VTuber is like, because there's not a lot, because you normally don't. I'm trying to sound this so I don't sound offensive, but
no, you're good.
I'm curious how VTubers going to TwitchCon works. That's pretty much what I'm questioning.
I guess they do have VTubers meetup. Last year I only went for one day and it was in Vegas, so like the air outside was pretty bad. But inside the convention it was fine. I'm pretty sure there were other VTubers. This year when I went for all 3 days, I got to meet up with a lot of other VTubers in a meeting. There was one at 12 o'clock on Friday. It was a lot of fun. And then we just went to Artist Alley, hanged out. We pretty much chilled. Like, I guess there are some VTubers that don't want to show their face, so they might just wear a mask in there. I've seen a few do that, though.
I see.
Yeah, but I had no problems with it. Like, it's just a face at the end of the day.
Yeah, but just in general, all right. But now, just in general, like it boggles my mind how an event, whether it's PAX, TwitchCon, Comic-Con, stuff like that, it can bring people together who you never thought that would be possible to bring together for solely because of Pokemon reasons.
Oh yeah, that too.
So like but yeah, just tell us. I mean, if you got anything else to tell us about it, just I want to hear more. And also just aside from the TwitchCon stuff, like, are there moments on stream that you have had before that are like super memorable to you, like that, like really good runs, or just anything else in general you'd like to bring up?
There was one time I had a Polyworld run, or Polyrat. It was Polyrat. What happened was, unfortunately, it got freeze up by a Hoot Hoot and the Bellsprout Tower, so we lost that run. It could have been a run winner, though. 110%. It could have been amazing. I think Smash was there when it happened, and Tom.
If Tom wasn't there, you can't blame him for that one.
I think Tom was cheering on the Hoot Hoot.
Man, Tom, I didn't know you were such a troll.
He is.
That's something new I'm learning.
Oh yeah, he is a troll.
But yeah, I have a lot of Nuzlocke related stories I can bring up. I mean, I remember one time I was doing a Nuzlocke race with someone I'm not gonna name, and I was training in the victory road to train out my team, and the whole time I was doing it in speed up, and these Harayamas were just half the time they just whirlwinded me away, and I was getting so pissed. Then it happened one more time, and I said, and I quote, "Will you stop whirlwinding me, you fucking fat, stupid, goddamn, stinky fucking diaper assholes?"
I do remember one time in Baby Blue, basically it's a little lock where you cannot evolve your Pokemon. My friend Bugford made that hack. Honestly, it's a good hack, but you just want to like scream his name at him.
Uh-huh.
And maybe it can be a run killer. And Rock Tunnel, there are like 4 Pokemon from a trainer that know Explosion. One has 3 Pokemon, the other one just has one, but it's still a hassle. So it's really easy to wipe there.
uh, there was also a time. There was also the time in my Pokemon Y Dark Lock. I thanks to stupid Wobbuffet, I lost my Frogadier, which was gonna be my Greninja. So I had to go through the entire game without my second favorite Pokemon. So I was devastated.
Hmm. Yeah. But
Let's
the
see.
little lock was a lot of fun. I would do it again.
Yeah, I would actually do I would actually do a dark and water only run in another game, to be honest. I really want to do it. I was actually going to do a Soul Link before I went on hiatus, so if I get a chance to get back to where I was at before, I want to see if I can actually do that Soul Link.
Oh,
Man, what
I
did
was
Soul
supposed
Link?
to do a Soul Link with Baneri Queen Alexis. I have to talk to her about that though.
Oh, you know Lexi. Nice.
Oh yeah, of course. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She's
Yeah,
funny.
I was gonna do it with Chaos 6, but unfortunately, just my hiatus happened.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, hopefully I
Sadly,
can. Huh?
it happens.
Yeah, stuff happens. Let's see. Are there any other Nuzlocke stories? Oh yeah. I did a randomizer in Soul Silver, and of course, when guaranteed shinies are randomized well in the game. So I got to the Lake of Rage. The Gyarados randomized to a shiny Rattata, and guess what it did?
Explosion?
It roared.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was thinking of explosion.
I mean, it could have happened. I would have lost the shiny either way. Well, more stuff I did Pokemon related. I actually, do you remember the Nerdy and Nomad 151 Shiny Challenge?
I heard of it, yeah.
I'm one of the guys that helped set that world record by claiming the Dragonite. I have participation certificates lined up against the wall back there.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Then in Gen 2, I got the shiny Tyranitar.
Hmm.
But yeah, there's a lot of shiny hunting accolades I could talk about as well. But because you're a Nuzlocker, I really want to exchange Nuzlocke war stories.
You're good. You could talk about the shiny hunting if you want.
Nah, I kind of want to prefer Nuzlocke war stories. I rarely ever get to talk about those.
Oh, yeah, shiny hunting. I rarely get to talk about it, but I've seen some shiny hunting events on Twitter, like the PMD challenge or something. PMD7, I don't know.
Yeah, PM7.
Yeah, PM7. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool cat.
Hmm.
If I ever get the chance to work with him like that, I'd be exonerately honored.
Hmm. You might one day.
Maybe, but I'm not gonna try to aim for it. I'm just gonna keep doing my thing over here the way I want to do it.
That's a good plan.
Let's see what other Nuzlocke stories can I bring up? Man, there's so many good ones.
They are, but you just can't think of them on the spot.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, oh yeah. The very first randomizer I ever did, my starter was a Lugia.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and the craziest thing, this thing could not learn a psychic move if my life depended on it. But guess what? At the very end of the run, I got a TM from the professor. It was Psy Strike, and guess what?
Did it work?
It could learn it. At the very end of the game, I finally get a psychic move on this thing, and yeah, that was not the fun time.
I bet it wasn't.
Yeah, I could have used that psychic move a lot earlier.
Hmm.
Anything you can think of before we move on to the next topic?
There is a lot. Good. Good question. I still miss that Polyrat run. I feel like that could have been a winner run. Basically, man. Oh, I remember in Baby Blue, there's also this Raticate at level 16 or 17 in Mount Moon. It's a
Mm-hmm.
mandatory trainer, and the first time, like, I lost a Pokemon to it, it was really sad. I don't even remember Eradicate being in the originals in Mount Moon. I think it was just a mandatory trainer they added.
Probably.
I think so. Yeah, my furthest run and Kaizo Ironmon for Fire Red Leaf Green would be at the end of Mount Moon. I would just wipe because I didn't have enough potions or something and I couldn't leave the dungeon.
Whew. Ironmon. That's a challenge you won't catch me doing anytime soon.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I applaud those that can do it, but or attempt to do it. Me, no thank you. No thank you.
Mm. Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So for the last portion of the podcast, well, for the second to last portion of the podcast is where we discuss anything Pokemon news related. And there isn't much Pokemon news related outside of Pokemon Go stuff, but I did.
Yeah.
Huh?
And Pokemon ZA, the game coming out next year.
Well, there's not even that much. What? Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping they'll have Generation 5 remakes at the very least.
That there is a topic. Oof. If they're gonna do Gen 5, they better do it right. And that means cut out Ilka.
Oh yeah, I agree. Cut out the stupid Generation 4 remakes.
Yeah, cut out the Gen 4 remake makers and just go straight back to basics. Do not mess this up. If they I have such renowned respect for Gen 5. If they botch these games, or if I find out that Ilka is a major player in these games, I will not play them. I will boycott playing them.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I probably should too. I would like to play Generation 5 on the Switch.
Yes, I would too, but at the same time, my hatred for Ilka runs too deep.
That makes sense.
All right, but like I said, I found this article that was kind of intriguing to me, so I want to share it with you guys. It's an article called "The Digital Orphans of Pokemon." So basically, this guy he kind of grew out of Pokemon. Basically, I say here it is. Like, after Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue kicked off the first generation in the UK in 1999, my fourth grade playground turned into I can't read English for some reason. Desperate games into a unified hub of swapped trading cards almost overnight. I ruined my eyes squinting into the Game Boy trying to catch them all, and rushed to the TV SMTV Live and the latest episode of the anime with it. Pokemon was everywhere. For children like me, it was everything. if once we kept time by the school bell and the schedule of Saturday morning TV, now it just didn't happen, or now it didn't matter. There was before Pokemon and after. If the Pokemon craze was rapidly becoming unstoppable, however, my excitement burned out just as fast. Peaking with the video game second generation 2003's Gold and Silver, I was over it. I moved on, leaving the relics of my wanton enthusiasms. Geez, why can't I read English?
Same.
Sequestered on abandoned cartridges and binders of Pokemon cards waiting to be rediscovered. Well, when I rediscovered, there was something I wouldn't find out for 2 decades. Not just from the Pokemon I orphaned on my old games, just through the universal stories that emerge when we examine each other's lives through the save files we leave behind. So it's basically kind of a rundown story of like how this guy grew out of Pokemon in the early ages, but then decided to try to go back into it in later years, and it kind of is a similar situation to people that grow out of Pokemon, but then when they get back into it, they just realize there's a lot of stuff that's changed, and they don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Like you said, you were interested in Pokemon at a young age, but you didn't really kick off with being a Mujo fan of it until X and Y came around?
So basically the first game I beat was Pokemon Leaf Green. That was when I could actually read and was like in grade school. It would have been Pokemon Gold, but the thing is that I mixed the HM Waterfall. I couldn't find it, so I just give up. I probably would have finished that first. And Yellow, I remember I couldn't get past Brock, so I was like, nah, I can't do this. As a kid. Not now. Yeah, I meant the one time I disliked Pokemon was from 2010 to 2013. Probably when my DS broke at the time, back in 2010. So I was like, yeah, I don't like Pokemon anymore. Yeah, that's the story.
All right, that's very interesting. So you don't have much of a similar situation to this, but it is still a tangible thing. Like this guy writes, the internet has made gaming more socially accessible, even if that socializing is more abstract, more anonymous. Back then, it's really felt tangible, because back then, when you wanted to play together, you had to connect cables and stay in the same spot. Now that Pokemon is so widely well known and versatile, you can exchange Pokemon with people that are halfway across the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and this guy picks up Ultra Moon, which was in 2018. So there's there's a 15-year gap. And it said, yet it threw me back to a childhood spent huddled over a Game Boy, all the same, albeit replaced by the dual screen of a 3DS. If the internet has removed some of the immediacy from gaming together, it made Pokemon more connected. Exactly what we just mentioned earlier. So yeah, he also notes also this guy's name who wrote the article, his name is Jeffrey Bunting.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting take on when you get into Pokemon at a young age, but then grow out of it, but then go back into it as like as an interesting archive. But he talks about like how there's no like he talks about here. What do I want to say? Yeah, it talks about here. And met those Pokemon I met in Gen 7's Alola region would not suffer the same ignominy of being abandoned on lost cartridges as those I met in Kanto and Johto in Generation 1 and 2. So it also brings back to the Pokemon home factor. Ooh, excuse me. Pokemon factor where you can get all those Pokemon in the cartridges again. But yeah, now he also he decides to buy a cartridge that is from buy a cartridge and for his DS. He found the previous owner's save intact. Normally deleting would be a fixer upper, but this player whose play was sprung most of 2012 accumulated 454 Pokemon in their Pokédex. Boxes were full of them, including a shiny Smeargle from Platinum, a host of Pokemon previous generation, and 73 Magikarp bred and traded in Black from Black 2. So even with the cartridges across the world, it's still just a like there's no words to describe it. Like it's like when you play older games, or when you haven't touched an old game in a long time, you really wonder what is left on these games or what has happened to these games. Then you load them up, and then all of a sudden you see somebody else's save file, and they're like, okay, so what was this guy up to? And it's just experience in and of itself. I mean, I can say for certain because I've bought and used cartridges of Platinum, and I think that's it. There was only a few. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, you go.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I actually want to buy a Japanese copy of Pokemon Silver just to have it, just to have the box art, the game, and maybe I'll buy the Game Boy Advance SP again. I don't know yet, but I feel like that's a big investment.
Yeah, I want to get a DS. I want to get a 3DS with the capture card, but they only do it in the newer style 3DSs, and that alone would cost me a pretty penny to get. So that's something I can't do. But I'm comfortable doing my full-out shiny hunting off screen, and I'm probably gonna do some shiny hunting after we get off of doing this podcast. Yeah, actually, I'm probably gonna go for a bike ride after this. Wait, what'd you say?
Oh, it's a fun podcast.
Hey! The only reason it's fun is that you're here and the chat is here, so y'all make it fun.
You too. You make it fun too.
I'm just the host. I'm just the host.
That's why it's fun without the host. What fun would it be as well?
That I gravely do appreciate more than you'll believe. But all right, this is the final section of the show where I like to ask the guest if there are any future plans that you wouldn't mind giving us a little sneak peek into doing, or like are there any goals that you have that you want to achieve within I don't know the next few years or so? So you got the floor. What do you got for us?
Probably more variety streaming. I just recently bought Echoes of Wisdom, and I bought that Misfit of Mystria game. I also want to get into crocheting as well. Like, I know by next TwitchCon, we'll see if I could hit partner. It's not, like, gonna be a guarantee, though.
I see.
But what happens, we'll see.
Anything else?
That's pretty much it.
Well, for me, it's only one. There's only like one solid answer. I just want to go by. Just keep having fun.
Yeah, keep fun. Oh yeah, you'll see the progress.
Yeah, for a while I was using my platform as some sort of a distraction or an escape, but I openly admit that I was wrong of doing so. So I want to get back. Trying to get back to this to have fun and nothing else to do. I'm just gonna do what I want when I want. Not trying to like put on a show, not trying to put on any gimmicks. Like I'm just here to have fun and also just continue to be a proud PokeNerd.
Yeah, same here. It's a lot of fun streaming too.
Yeah, and it's also to get to know you more on a PokeNerd basis because we weren't really close with each other, so now I feel a little bit closer to you as a PokeNerd.
Same here. I think it's because Dragon Tamer Tom, like we have some mutual friends like Tom, Alexis, and some others too. Gotcha, of course.
Yeah, we love all the PokeNerds in the world, and I've had all of them on the show.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Indeed they are.
Except for that Dragon Tamer Tom person.
Oh, what the? Come on. All right, so here's the next thing for the show. Guest chooses the raid. So whoever is live that you want us to raid into, we'll raid into them today.
We could right into balls of beans. They're a Nuzlocke. Let me see what they're doing real fast.
Yeah, see what they're. Yeah, just put their name in the chat, and I'll put them in my raid suggestion box.
Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna DM it. Balls of beans. pokeNERD. Oh, there you are. Balls of beans.
Okay.
Yeah, it rated me before, but because we have like different time zones, I have not gotten the chance to rate them, and because I've also been on hiatus on and off too.
Okay. Okay, I see him. All right, you want to rate into this guy? Absolutely no problem. All right.
Yeah, they
so
rated me out of nowhere one day, and we had some mutual friends, so that's pretty awesome.
all right,
But
so
thank you for. Oh,
all right, so chat. If you're subbed to my channel, you can copy and paste exclamation point nerds. But if you're not subbed to my channel, you can go exclamation point nerds. Oh wait, exclamation point nerds 2, and you can use this. Oh, geez, I'm typing in the wrong stuff. You can use this raid message here. So get those copy and pasted, and I'm gonna start the raid. So actually, before I start the raid, so again, Sweet, I want to thank you so much, so much for taking the time out of your day to sit down and chat with me and help me restart my podcast series here on Twitch. So it means an absolute world to me. So thank you so much for doing this for me.
and also thank you for having me. It's a lot of fun. I was like, when Dragon Tamer Tom DM'd me about it, I was like, yeah, I've heard of the name before. I'm pretty sure I've seen them before, so why not?
All right. So also, do you have a outro that you normally say to your chat members?
Me?
Yeah. Do you like before you raid off? Is there like an outro or saying you like to say before you end stream?
Basically, I just say you guys can follow me on my socials, join the Discord for upcoming streams. I announce any events going on, and I tell them I'm mostly active on Twitter too, because I deleted my threads on Instagram. And then I say, oh, make sure you guys don't like follow all of the rules and the person you're raiding into. Make sure to be kind to them. Make sure to be a good community.
All right. So so my new outro is that I want to thank you all again for choosing the back alley as your place to hang out today. Stay safe, stay strong. I'll see y'all in the next one. Till next time, you nerds.
That one's a good one.
But to end every stream, I like to say this in honor of the True Turbo. Stay safe, stay rockin', stay true to yourself.
Yeah, I say something similar to that too. I just change it up every stream.
I hear you. But all right, my pokeNERDS, I'll see you guys on the next podcast. And until then, just stay chill, have fun. But all right, guys, I'll see everybody.
Oh, yeah, thank you for having me. Bye, everyone.